Dun, 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 dun. What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday to you all. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome on in, Dragonet or Dragonet. Still confused about that. Welcome in, Hassan. Welcome in, Lucky Emo. Hope everyone's doing well. Hello, Ron. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. Hello, Amy, Princess Peak. What is up? E, what is going on? Good to see you dabbing on in. I appreciate the dab, Amy. Axolotl, hello. And Us Legends, it has been a little while. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome on in, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let me put the music on. And we're going to start hunting for some Dunsparce, because that's what we do on this channel. We hunt Dunsparce 24/7. What is up, HSBI Infinity? Good to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you, too. You have to go, you'll come back? All right, sounds good. We'll be here. Big Cheese, what is going on? How was your day? How has your week been so far? Playing you, Reggie, for your custom region. Very cool, E. Very cool. Hassan's trying to scare me. Come on now, Hassan. Today's the day you feel it. Hey, with a name like a Lucky Emo, I gotta take your word for it. Got your shiny Groudon BDSP. 279 resets over 5 weeks. 279. That's really low. Congratulations. Yeah, Hassan, what shinies did you fail, and what were the 6 that you got? Hit me with it. Name is Reggie Rupp. Reggie Rupp, that's a pretty good name. I like that. Is that a fire type Reggie? Failed Corviknight, Mastiff, and Mudsdale. Yikes, I'm sorry, buddy. Fire ground, okay. Alright, doing a dual type Reggie. Wait, what? You got a throat injury? How did you get a throat injury from the hunt? How does that happen? You caught Hawlucha, Zorua, Grabai, Gulpin, and 2 Crogunks. Nice. Drawing 2 more Paradox Pokemon, Ancient Phalanx, and a future Salamence incense, whilst also planning to get more art stuff like scissors and glue, because why not? Why not? Decidui, happy Valentine's Day to you. So far, Cheese, the day has been alright. Busy day at work, but not a bad day. Billy, happy Valentine's Day to my Valentine, Vilify Exile. Happy Valentine's Day, my dear. Oh, from the screaming. I see, I see. Yeah, I can understand that. Has a strength send a continent into the stratosphere without trying to. Wow, that's pretty strong. Does anyone else not have a Valentine's today? You all have me as a Valentine. For whatever that's worth to you. Hoping for Tapu Lele to be your Valentine. I hope Tapu Lele does decide to meet you for a Valentine's date. What did I get you? I got you my love. My love and affection, Cheese. You have a question about the Pokemon Ackley? Let's hear it, Axolotl. I'm not sure if I have the answer, but I'm sure maybe someone here in chat does. Said to be the first Reggie Gigas created. Okay. Got some lore going on. Your friend's boyfriend broke up with him today. Kind of sucky. Aw, that stinks. Wait one day, you know? Wait one day. Or, you know what? Do it yesterday. Rip the Band-Aid off. It's all cute and crappy your material cheese, and this is a material cheese world. It's in the mail. It's in the mail, cheese. If you pee on Knackley, is it a shiny? I'll tell you what, if you pee on Knackley and its top salt part turns that color of rust orange, I would suggest going to see a doctor. Yes, the tracking number is 6. It's been guarding a volcano for centuries. Okay. If your peon necklins survive, you can decide if it's shiny or not. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I feel like our relationship is on the knackly with these lies. You know what, cheese? You caught me. I'm not a good liar. Oh, there you go, cheese. Hassan is stealing you from me. You lucky, lucky boy. You legit forgot how to take down your PJs for washing. You got to shower tomorrow. You got to take them down later, though. You want to chill for a Oh, you forgot to take them down. I don't know why I read that as I forgot how to take them down. And I'm like, well, I guess the same way you would take off any article of clothing. But okay, yeah, you forgot to take them down to get washed. Volcano said to hold incredible treasures, a possible entrance to something. Oh, interesting. What is going on? I recognize you from a lot of other streams. Good to see you. Welcome on in and happy Valentine's Day to you. Your brain tends to be scattered. Mine too, Amy. Mine too. Brooke, my dear, happy Valentine's Day to you too, Brooke. So good to see you. Zacho Gaming, what's going on? Good to see you. Brew says Ron. And nothing says Valentine's Day like copyright free Christmas song sound-alikes, right? Perfect playlist for today. Rue. I like that. Brew and Rue. Dynamic duo. So yeah, obviously I changed up the layout a little bit today. I thought in honor of this day, which celebrates love and chocolate, I would show all the love to my mods, and I overdid it a little bit because I didn't send them chocolate. Avi, what's going on? Good to see you. Hurt your brain. I apologize, Cheese. I have a habit of doing that, not just to others, but to myself as well. I got a little cleaning around the house to do, so you'll be lurking. Sounds good. Hope we can get the third segment today. I hope so too. What did you send me? Oh my goodness. Brooke. Oh. Brooke, the pizzas, the card, the chocolate-covered strawberries, all that looks lovely. Hefty Mom, happy Valentine's Day. That's alright, guys. I'll be honest. That's my real Valentine right there, is my mom. You made that card. You did a fantastic job, Brooke. That looks like a really fancy card. Alright, traveling to London tonight, so may not be able to be in hefty streams for about a week. Alright, Hassan, we will keep your seat warm. I won't let anybody sit in it. A bunch of pirates claiming to be the best stumbled upon the volcano and say things went bad and that they only one escaped. Oh no. You even got the kiddos' gifts. Very nice. How many shinies did I get all together? Well, we are at 198 Dudunsparce, shiny Dudunsparce that we've evolved into Dudunsparce, and every single one of those 198 has been 2 segments. So we will be hitting double odds tonight. Also means the chair can't believe for a week. That's true. That's the bright side. A hefty mom, I hope you had a great day. Can't wait to go to London and find out where Harry Potter lives and get a wand and an owl. That's how it works. That's exactly how it works. I went to bring your neighbor and her little kitty some chocolate-covered strawberries too. Brooke, you're such a nice person. And there's our first shiny of the night. This is number 199. I thought I was your Valentine. You are both equally my Valentine, Hefty Dad. The Hefty parents as one unit would be my Valentine. How was brunch? Did you guys have a nice Valentine's Day brunch today? Going to the old Sunset Grill. All right, there we go. There's the first one of the night, number 199. Pretty early on, too, in the sandwich. Continental omelet, very nice. Yeah, we got 21 minutes left. Let's see if we can get number 200. Having a wonderful day. Going to have cherry pie with ice cream for dessert. That sounds lovely. I'd love to have some cherry pie with ice cream right now. Today, rookie record for most amount of shinies on a sandwich. How many did you get, Hassan? You thought you'd be upset about not being Hefty's only Valentine. Turns out you're not the jealous type. I never thought you were, Billy. You seem like a very, sharing is caring type individual. I gulped it and both Krogans on one sandwich. So you got 4 on one sandwich. Very nice. I'm assuming that was a poison type sandwich. Kirk wanted to go eat out when he got off and told him no, it's going to be a little busy. He'll cook instead. What you making, Brooke? Something delicious, I'm sure. Best tip for starters on YouTube, because one of your friends wants to start. The best tip I can give anybody that wants to start on YouTube is not to get ahead of yourself, not to expect too much. Don't expect to have like 1 million followers overnight, and just consistently put out content. That's the most important thing I would say. Like, don't do like one piece of content every couple weeks or something. You got to be consistent with it. That helps in the algorithm get you put in front of other people. And the other tip I would say is just, and everyone will say this: be genuine, be yourself. Don't put on an act. Don't pretend like you're somebody you're not. People can tell if you're being genuine or not. Just be yourself, and the people that like you will show up. Most meats and 1 omelet. Oh man, you got all the meats, didn't you? Some authentic spaghetti. I'm making the sauce, making the sauce from scratch and making the noodles from scratch as well. Wow, Brooke. Wow. If something ever happens to Kirk, hit me up. Sausage, ham, and bacon. Omelet of a champion right there. 2 pirates escaped from the volcano that night. The one you mentioned, and a swordsman. Okay. Hey, there's a second one. That's a tiny looking one, too. This is number 200. We did it. We are at double odds now. 200 shiny Dudunsparce. I can't believe I have purposefully hunted for 200 of these things. Yeah, Hassan, actually, this one's small enough that I will do that regardless. Actually, I don't know. I don't think it is the smallest. I don't think it does have the mini mark. Because, like, that one next to it looks like it's the same size. Thin steak with bacon, ham, sausage, pork chop, beef all folded together. That I would not eat for the rest of the day, and I'd be so happy about it. Be your third cup of coffee, but you need it so bad, you're so tired. Hey, it sounds like you had a really busy day, Brooke. And if I know anything from my friends that have kids, Valentine's Day didn't start today. You had to start doing stuff for the kids yesterday, too. Get them prepared for school and everything today. Oh, yeah, you got to have cheese in there. Like, cheese is the requirement. They managed to knock out Reggie up for 5,000 years. Don't worry, the pirates still lived during that time. They somehow became semi-immortal. That's pretty cool. Waiting for your Apple Pen to charge at the moment, so you know it might be a while before you continue drawing. Fair enough. Get that pen charged. Happy Valentine's Day, Joyce. Welcome on in. Are you and Tim doing anything special today? I'm sorry, are you, Tim, and Val doing anything special today? Numbers not updated. I update them when I evolve them, Axolotl. Thank you for bringing that up, though. I appreciate you watching out for me, but I up the counter when we evolve them. That way I don't forget which number ends up being the 3 segment. Your friend finally beat Scarlet. That's awesome, Amy. Hey, my gosh, there's another one. Wow, what is up with the sandwich? This is number 201. Your son's homesick, so you're staying at home tonight. You know what? Nights in can be some of the best nights anyway. And honestly, I don't know a lot of people anymore that go out on Valentine's Day night. Kind of like how Big Cheese was saying earlier. I see a lot of people like saying, you know what, let's just do it this weekend. Don't have to worry about getting a table somewhere. You could put the eggs inside the meat omelet, and it would be an inside-out omelet. Oh my gosh, I'm imagining now, if Hefty Dad and Big Cheese ever got together, the stories that could come out of that. I think they would just end up being the best of friends. Tim got his Valentine's Day present yesterday. Ooh, dare I ask. Just keep in mind this is a family-friendly stream. Sam used to pretend to be sick to get home early from school or college. That during college, mom would be okay with picking you up anyways because the stress that got me. Oh no. Yeah, stress is not good. Ranger eventually woke up and found Reggie Gigas outside its door. What was it doing outside the door? Roses, candy, and fire emblem. That is the Valentine's Day present of champions right there. Is that the new fire emblem? Made Kirk that card and bought him packs of Pokemon cards and some chocolates. Nice. Yeah, you guys are going to have a great night, too. I really appreciate everyone stopping by on this Valentine's Day, on this Tuesday evening, and spending a little bit of time with me. I know that there's lots of plans people could be having, lots of things they could be doing. I know there's a lot of other great people streaming right now. And so it really does mean a lot to me that you guys spend a little bit of your day with me. College wasn't your fun years at all. They never let you learn what you need to learn for character design, art, plus they should not be allowed. Not let you listen to music. Ah, that's like interrupting the creative process right there. They had a conversation in Braille, something about pizza, and Reggie got mad and slammed the door on Reggie Gigas, or so they say. Oh my gosh. What a story. You got him three houses before you got him three houses before you got him engaged. Okay, gotcha. Three houses I hear is a really good one. I hear a lot of people talking about three houses. Spoiling him further with dinner and the chocolate strawberries. I'm telling you, Kirk is a very lucky man. Time they let you listen to music was art, and that but English not even close. Ah, can't believe it. Their excuse was, don't shoot the messenger when 7 minutes you need music to focus. That's not cool, but thankfully those days are behind you, right? Fully out, never going back to that college. Turns out Reggie Rowe was mad because Reggie Gigas wasn't bringing the pizza he ordered or something. You know, I tell you what, that Reggie Gigas is very, very selfish, and he needs to learn how to pay attention to the needs of others. You do miss your friends there, but the education, you never miss that at all. For real, because they kept piling work on top of you, which adds more stress. Yeah, colleges do tend to give you a lot of work to do. The actual pizza guy was wondering why he was on a volcanic island. I would wonder that too if I was a pizza guy. I'd say, you know what? I better be getting a good tip for this delivery. I just be there like, can you not add stuff on top of me? I get there's a deadline, but not everyone is the same learning wise. Yeah, but yeah, thankfully, that's not something you have to deal with anymore. It annoys you sometimes. Well, like I said, at least it's over, right? Yeah, I've found that if things happen in my life that I'm not happy about, if people wronged me or if I wasn't happy about a situation, that's fine. But if I move past that situation and I continue to overthink about it, if I continue to focus on that, even if the situation is over, then that's now on me. That's on me if I want to continue focusing on that instead of looking forward. Someone said something to me a few months ago, probably actually closer to a year ago now, that it was so simple, but I thought was so profound. It's really stuck with me. Acceptance does not mean approval. So, like, things can happen, and I don't have to be okay with them in order to just accept that they are the way they are, right? I can accept a situation without having to approve of the situation. I just thought that was really kind of profound. We have already gotten 3 shinies on this sandwich, which is a great start to the stream. I can't believe our luck. We still have 8 minutes left. We might even get a 4th. Legends say Arceus got so mad with Regirup that he trapped Regirup in some guy's bean burrito. Oh my goodness. Arceus. I feel bad for the poor guy that ends up eating that bean burrito. Are you got a 4th? Don't disappoint your fans? Alright, Cheese, you got it. You got it. I'm on top of it. I would never want to disappoint you. I could not stand that judging look from you. And Dorian gifting 5 memberships. What the heck, Dorian? Cold Sakai, Crimsonium, Sammy the Lone Wolf, Rick Wolf 222, and Strings YouTube all getting gifted memberships from Dorian. Thank you so much. Can we get some hype in the chat for Dorian? And Ron, I know you're already on top of it, but you know we got to be dropping the Dice Art Universe link. Best couple on the YouTube, hands down. Dorian, did you just drop donos for your dono hype for yourself? Is that what just happened? Did you just drop the dono donuts for yourself? And happy Valentine's Day, Dorian. I hope you and Amber are having a lovely day. I'm not sure if any of those 5 people are currently here in the chat. I know a couple of them tend to lurk. But if you guys are here, make sure you thank Dorian. Those gifted memberships are free for you, but Dorian had to pay for them, so please make sure you say thank you. Shiny Cornholio, what is going on? Good to see you. Happy Valentine's Day to you. The Sweetheart Dice Arts. What a true statement. You picked up the Boba Fett Microfighter Starship? Oh, is that the, what, is that the Slave 1? I always thought that was like such a... Oh my gosh, there you go, Cheese. Here's number 4. Just for you, Cheese. Can't say almost time for delicious steak dinner. No problem, Plays. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, I always thought that his spaceship was like one of the coolest designed spaceships. What do you call candy that can keep a beat? Candy wrappers. Dorian Dice Art, ladies and gentlemen. If you like that, you can get more of that on most weekday mornings. Donut with the Dice Art. Great streams. Lurking while you get the food started? No problem, Brooke. $9.99 Lego set? Oh, that's not bad at all. Where'd you get that? Walmart? Target? Walmart? Okay. What's the most condescending bear? A panda. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be one of those streams, isn't it? Fell in love. You once fell in love with someone who only knew 4 vowels. They didn't know I existed. Never leave, Dorian. Just stay here forever. Send help. Uh-oh, what's the matter, Amy? You got plenty of dad jokes? Are we gonna get a dad joke off? These puns are gonna be the oof of you. I get you. I get you. I love it. Nice enunciation. Thank you. Yeah, that was one I had to be careful how I was gonna say it out loud. It could have gone terribly wrong. Although you guys know I would never, ever, ever mispronounce something on this stream. Could have swung either way, but after Reggie Rip got out of the burrito and started beating up thousands of Wurmple, Arceus got even more mad. Well, what did this poor Wurmple do? Can't be beating up Wurmples. I like this song. It's a joke, but girl, true. Arceus eventually tried to Reggie Rip again, but in a Bean Burrito temple. I never knew Pokemon liked Bean Burritos so much. Do skunks celebrate Valentine's Day? Sure, they're very sentimental. Ah, I like it. I like it. Oh, Dorian, exactly. He was a joke. I get it. Dang. Aaron shook for today, sadly, almost dinner time. Oh no, please. Well, I hope you have a fantastic dinner. You are the joke master. You, my friend, have a gift. How to make sure that your grandma was doing okay? Let's just say she's really lonely these days besides her dog. Aw. Well, that's really nice of you to check on your grandma. I'm sure she appreciates that. Worst place to get trapped in your world are in IKEA, Home Depot, the Bean Burrito Temple, and the Land of Infinite Commercials. Oh, yeah, those all sound terrible. All right, the sandwich is over, but we did get 4 shinies on that sandwich, which is incredible. Let's see if they brought the luck. All right, you got one more place. Let's hear it. He must not like fruit. I'm glad you let that man go. Oh my goodness. She does. We always have fun together. Plus, you're hoping she's having her head up high and just being happy with her dog. Want to make sure she's not feeling sad after what she's gone through. That's. I love how much you care for your grandmother and how much you do for her. That's really nice to hear. Yeah, IKEA is not normal IKEA. It is supposedly infinite and contains hostile employees. Oh my goodness gracious. What does an Australian chess player say when he's done with his meal? Checkmate. I like that, plays. I like that. Cookie, what is going on, Cookie? Happy Valentine's Day to you. This is a special Valentine's Day layout. Just for today, we changed the top and bottom bars to pink, and I am showing all my Valentine's Day love to my amazing mods, which are all represented by the different Pokemon sprites at the bottom. She only means so much to me. I don't want to lose her forever, if you know what I mean. I've had that happen too many times, never again, you know. Yeah, just all you can do is just enjoy the time you have with them, right? That goes for everybody. Like anyone you love, anyone you have in your life that you love and care for, just enjoy the time that you have with them while you're having it. All right, here we go. Here is number 199. Can we get some shiny luck in the chat, please? Please, no double odds. This is our last chance before we hit double odds. Here we go. That is a 2-segment. Number 200, double odds. Why isn't my counter on? There we go. Number 200. This is the double odds Dudunsparce. Two-segment. Magical Bear is here. What's going on, Magical Bear? Happy Valentine's Day to you. And you know what that means when Magical Bear is here. Hugs to Magical Bear. All right, here we go. Number 201. That is a 2-segment. You can charge your iPad as well, just in case, because you don't want to have your battery so low that goes oof. I understand that, Amy. Go charge it. And number 202. Also a 2-segment. Oh my goodness gracious. That was a good sandwich, though. We got 4 on that sandwich. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Half-price candy tomorrow. Half-price candy, half-price chocolate. Golly, sending your luck. Thank you very much, Plays. I appreciate you being here. Enjoy your dinner. Sales are getting bare at Walmart this afternoon. Really? $223 is your guess. Man, I don't even know how I feel about that number. That seems so far away, but it also seems like I'd be lucky to get it done. Arceus is mad that you beat up 1,000 Giraffe Rig. That's a lot of Giraffe Rig to beat up. And Rick Wolf, what is going on? Flexing the 1-month membership. What's your favorite Pokemon character? Now, when you say Pokemon character, do you mean Pokemon or do you mean person? Or either or? Because my favorite Pokemon is Poliwhirl. If we're talking person, ooh, Might be. I mean, I don't know. Larry's making a good impression on a lot of people, including myself. But we'll say it's a very basic answer, but I think, you know, Cynthia is probably the best champion we've ever had, and she's very strong and knowledgeable. So I would say probably Cynthia. I'm gonna take down your PJs to the wash and go to the bathroom as well. Get some water. Sounds good. Amy will be here. But welcome in, Rick. Can we get some member hype in the chat for Rick? You've been trapped in the bean burrito dimension. Oh no. I mean, this is a really narcissistic answer, but if I really thought about it, or I mean, if I didn't think about it and said Cynthia, I would probably just say my favorite Pokemon character is me. Because me as a Pokemon character has been very successful. I've beat all the champions, I've beat all the Elite Four, I've caught all the legendaries. I would say I am a great Pokemon character. What do you think Cynthia's been doing since retiring? I'm pretty sure she started like a fashion company that like she was like really hands on at first, but now she's kind of like relaxing in her beach house, just collecting the checks. And she hangs out at the um, local clubs, like not clubs like dancing clubs, but like golf clubs, things like that, like rich people clubs. And her mere presence just intimidates the heck out of everybody. And like she won't really talk to anybody, but when she does, it'll be like a one sentence scathing teardown of someone in her vicinity. I imagine her kind of like Meryl Streep in Devil Wears Prada. But she's an archaeologist. Yeah, I mean, she's a fantastic archaeologist, but I think she retired, right? So she's not doing the archaeology thing anymore. She enjoyed that. That was her passion, but she started a fashion company because she's got a great look. But she's not really hands on with that. She's just collecting her checks and tearing down people, Meryl Streep style. I mean, she'll still go out on digs for the fun of it. You love little sprites at the bottom? Well, they represent all of you, Joyce, all of my wonderful mods, because I am sharing all my Valentine's Day love with all of you. I could not do this without you. And there's a shiny. What is with the luck already today? Can't take a country out of a woman, but I like your answer to that. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew I would forget one. I knew I would forget one. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Hold up, guys. I knew it. I knew it. Well, I don't know if you meant to do that, but thank you. Alright, no one tell him this is our secret. This never happened. I can totally see that busy. Hefty is the luckiest man in the world, everyone agrees. I don't know if that's true. Jeez, come on. Clockwork, what's going on? Good to see you. This is shiny number 5 of the stream tonight. If it'll stay in the dang ball. I know you wouldn't, Cheese. Maybe you would. Come on. It's a cheesy cheese world, and we're all just melting. Are we not showing Chem? Well, Chem is not one of the mods busy. Or do you mean we're not showing Chem the clip? I was actually thinking about it. I don't want to mention any names because I don't want anyone to feel left out. But I originally started on doing not okay the clip. Yeah, who knows what Cheese will do with that. I'm in trouble either way. I originally was going to do additional ones for some other special people that aren't mods, but it's starting to get way too cluttered. I mean, you could argue it's currently way too cluttered. So I had to cut them out, but I was originally planning on having more sprites on there. He says Cam don't already know. He probably does. He's probably lurking, just laughing his butt off right now. Waiting for me to take a break before announcing that he's here. See, Cam acts like he's all upset that whenever he shows up, I go on my break. But I'm convinced now that Chem is always here lurking. He just waits until I go on my break to say hi to make me feel bad. He's got ESPN. He's psycho. Yeah. My mom and I always make that joke to each other. You must be psycho. You got that ESPN. Can you have one shiny for Valentine's Day? You know what? Happy Ditto, you can't. Stick around until we reset the game and I'll send you a shiny. And there's another shiny. Cam is currently not present. Well, not on his Chem Nation account. He's probably on one of his many alts. Bio Country. Physicstopia. Peninsula. Yep, that's another one. Willamette Nation. There we go. It's caught. All right, Happy Ditto. I'm happy to give you a shiny, but I don't want you to get too excited right away yet, because it's going to be. Let me check the timer here. It's going to be in like half an hour, because we got to run out the rest of the sandwich, and we got to evolve the Pokemon, and we got to restart the game. So it's going to be in about half an hour. Okay. All right. If you're good with that, I'm good with that. If anyone's wondering why we got to wait until then, it's because if we don't get the 3-segment Dudunsparce, I'm going to reset the game so I can get my Herba Mystica back. And whenever you do a trade, the game auto-saves. So that's why I only do trades when I restart the game. Measurement Mesa. These are great names. The fog is taking your shiny luck. Uh-oh, E. Isotope isthmus. I can never pronounce that word. Isthmus. You like talking in deep fryer. Me too. Clockwork, how was your day, buddy? You're shiny hunting the fire croc one this weekend? Oh, Fue Coco. Biology Bayou. Gotta love alliteration. So we've already gotten 6 shinies today. We haven't even been live for an hour. That's more than 1 per 10 minutes. You're a man of many talents, 99% of them useless. But that 1%, cheese, that 1%, oh my lord. If you leave, can you give it next stream? You know what, Happy Ditto, are you on the Discord? Do you have a Discord account? No? Okay. Then yeah. If we don't get it to you today, we can get it to you on Friday. And that's actually a good segue. Unfortunately, I will not be streaming tomorrow night. I have plans. My best friend that I usually get together with on Mondays could not get together last night because she was helping her kids get ready for Valentine's Day, so we're hanging out tomorrow night. So we'll obviously be streaming tonight because, you know, that's what's happening right now. And then we'll be streaming again on Friday. You got the shiny Wooper? Congratulations, Happy Ditto. I know you were going for that for a while. Your power would shatter realms past 1%. On egg 269, very nice. And Amy's back. Welcome back, Amy. I just realized we did what, like 3.5 hour stream on Sunday? I want to say it's about 3.5 hours on Sunday. We've been live for 55 minutes. And if we get one more shiny, we'll have already matched what we did on Sunday. Hefty Dad's back. Did you get some dessert? Did you get some cherry pie with ice cream? Shiny luck for 10 minutes. Thank you very much. Roasting up before dinner. Ah, gotcha. What are you guys doing for dinner tonight? I forget you guys eat late. I had to answer a text from your sister really quick. Rest of stuff might be coming as an order next month or so. Okay, cool. I know you've been ordering a lot of stuff lately. That's awesome. So did anyone watch Razzy's stream last night? I know he is also going for the 3-segment Dudunsparce now. I was in there for a little bit. I'm not sure how many checks he ended on, though. I don't know if any of you know. Getting ready to eat now. Broccoli, potato pancakes, turkey tenderloin. That's what you're told? That sounds delicious. Potato pancakes. Has she ever made those before? You were talking about Paradox Pokemon designs half the time. Nice. Especially Paradox Omastar called Spiral Cone based off an Orthoceras. Not Scratch the Frozen. Okay, I was going to say, I don't think I've ever heard of her making potato pancakes. Are we close friends? I mean, I think we're as close as two people that have never met and only know each other on the internet could be. I enjoy having your company here in the streams, and I think that you're very nice to talk to. So when you were a wee lad, you had a Russian friend who stayed the night at his house. His mom made the greatest crepe pancake ever. That sounds lovely. They don't call them crepes, they call them pancakes. Well, I mean, that makes sense because they're not French. I guess I'm not French and I call crepes crepes. I don't know what I was trying to say there. So I'm not sure if his dad was a spy. You were living as an extra in the Americans. You would go to TGI Fridays on your birthday, probably one town since you live close to a plaza that has it. Nice. I haven't been to TGI Fridays in a long time. They got pretty decent food. I mean, I enjoy it. I always find something there that I like when I go. But I'll tell you what, they do have, in my opinion, is some of the best cheesecake I've ever had in my life. I love TGI Fridays cheesecake. You have returned, or have you? I think you have. Or have you? You have, I think. French crepes are great too. They're equivalent to our pancakes. And the one you ever had closed down forever ago? Really? I don't usually hear about Fridays closing down. Cheesecake Factory is far superior. I've never been to Cheesecake Factory. I mean, I would hope that they would have really good cheesecake. I would probably enjoy Cheesecake Factory cheesecake more than Friday's cheesecake. But of all the cheesecakes I've had, other than the cheesecake that Hefty Mom makes, TGI Fridays is my favorite cheesecake. Another place to close in your plaza was Chinese Buffet, which had a chocolate fountain. A chocolate fountain at a buffet at first seems really cool, but in reality is probably an absolute germ factory. Your cat got hurt. Well, I'm glad she's fine. What happened? What happened to your cat? Bag just got a shiny Pokemon from an outbreak. What did you get, Decidueye? As your fat friend comes on a high recommendation. They do that Golden Corral, a chocolate fountain at a buffet. Stepped on by the dog. Oh no. I hope the dog apologized. It's gross when you remember children exist. Children have no morals or sense of sanitation. Oh, Billy, I love you. Nothing like some sweet and sour chicken with chocolate drizzled over it. Ugh, I don't know about that. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, but that does not sound appetizing to me. I'm not a fan of mixing sweet and savory. Shiny Tandem Mouse, congratulations, Acidui. One of the most painful hunts you can do. You have a place called the Wood Grill like that? Oh, nice. I mean, I'm sure there's probably an exception or two. Like, I've probably had like one or two things that are a combination of sweet and savory that I really like, but just as a general rule, like it never sounds good to me. Look at that. You two have something in common. Ooh, Hefty Dad just sent me a picture of dinner. It looks very yummy. Chem Nation, what is going on? And happy Valentine's Day to you. To you and to Mrs. Chem, I should say. How are you doing, my friend? Ditto versus Ditto 2, who wins? That's a tough one, Happy Ditto. That's a really tricky one. I'm doing well, Cam. Busy start to the week at work, but not going to complain about that. And so far, the streams have been going well. We got 4 shinies on the first sandwich. We've gotten 2 so far in this sandwich with 10 minutes left. So, I mean, we've been streaming for just over an hour, and I'm almost at the total number of shinies I got on Sunday's stream. So I can't complain. How was your stream today, Cam? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. Did you get the deli bird? Actually, I'm almost positive, knowing you, I'm almost positive you got the deli bird and at least a few other things. You got a shiny Dunsparce Happy Ditto? Congratulations. Good stream. Not many shinies though. Only 14, including Delibird. Oh my gosh. I gotta go back and watch that. That's crazy. Congratulations, buddy. That's insane. And his 3 segment Happy Ditto. Are you kidding me? Well, congratulations to you. And Ken, were all 14 ones that you needed for the living decks, or were there dupes? There had to have been at least a couple dupes, right? Don't tell me you got 14 brand new ones. All 14 needed? Are you serious? I'm really upset I didn't get a chance to watch. So have you just been dancing nonstop for the past 6 hours? Should you evolve your shiny Wooper? It's up to you, buddy. It's absolutely up to you if you want to evolve it into I think you were going for the Jotonian Wooper, right? So it's completely up to you if you want to evolve it into Quagsire or not. Um, I know me personally, I would not evolve it until I had a second one, but that's just me. I know other people love to evolve their shinies as soon as they get them, so completely up to you. Can also solidify his inability to read once again today. Um, was it his inability to read, or was it the typo that you made? Probably a combination of the two. You still have a ruler that has Gudetama stickers on it. I don't know what that is. What are those stickers? It's so cute you will never evolve it. Fair. Yes, but heavily leaning towards inability. You two crack me up. Sometimes you two talking, it's like the two old men, both of them are deaf, but neither one will admit it, trying to have a conversation with each other, and you just keep both yelling at each other to speak up. Stop mumbling. "44 shiny Pokemon battled." I really wish it wouldn't say battled. That's such a misleading term. It should say something like encountered or seen or registered. Registered would be the best word it should use. I started reading Cheese's message, but he retracted it because he screwed it up so bad. That had to have been really bad if he retracted it. After your mom said, quit ridiculing old people. Um, okay. Well, Pecky Mom said so. I retracted because if he read it wrong, would have gotten him in trouble. He did him a giant service. You know, I think Kem is a pro. He's been doing this for a long time, and I think he is great at many things. One of which is reading a message in his mind half a second before he reads it out loud to do that auto scan of like, is this something I should read aloud or is this something I should not read aloud? I know there are some streamers out there that just read whatever's put in front of them, and sometimes that gets them in trouble. But I think Kem's a pro at that. Day 22, that's right, Happy Ditto. We've been doing this for 22 days. Tater Tots, that's a perfect example. Kem did not read that one out loud. You love that my parents are in here? I love it too. You swear Zelda frustrates you a lot. You've been playing Ocarina of Time lately. So far managed to get Quiver upgraded in Epona, plus got past Forest Temple. I love that game so much. I've played that game 100 times. I still end up spending like 3 hours in the Water Temple. Your kids were also awake before 6, you were sleep deprived? Oh, geez, I'm sorry, Kem. Were they just excited for Valentine's Day, or was there something else going on? Or was it just random? I know kids just like randomly wake up sometimes. A few things that make you mad. Goma boss fight, fights inside Jabu Jabu, freaking Ruto being bossy, and Phantom Ganon fight. Ruto, I purposefully hurled Ruto off so many cliffs playing inside Jabu Jaba's belly. Excited for Valentine's Day? Nice. You finally saw a new trailer for, or you saw the trailer for the new Zelda. Uh, what did you think? Ingo with a horse, the Ingo horse race, that was not fun either. Yeah, just give me the dang horse. You know, they say some mechanics in all games don't translate well into a new era. I hate to say it, but Ocarina of Time had a lot of those. This is true. This is true. I mean, it's still a classic game. I still love it, but yeah, it's definitely you got to kind of change your mentality when you go back to playing that game, because nowadays a lot of it is not very intuitive. Movement graphics obviously much improved. Not sure the story is as good. Who knows? Yeah, did you ever watch any gameplay of Breath of the Wild, Hefty Dad? And I know you didn't play it, uh, but did you ever watch anyone play it? Because I don't want to say my one complaint. I don't want to say complaint. But one thing that I have noticed about all the trailers and gameplay for Tears of the Kingdom is, although it looks like it's going to be a really fun game, I wouldn't say there seems to be much improvement over Breath of the Wild. People are saying Ganon might be voiced by Matthew Mercer. That name sounds familiar. Who's Matthew Mercer? Really hope that we get dungeons that are not divine beasts or similar to while they were good. Man, that stupid camel was so frustrating. I was a little disappointed uh, that the divine beasts were the quote unquote dungeons because I felt like they were like dungeon light. A side grade, clockwork. That's a perfect term. That's a perfect term. It's a side grade. So I'm not besmirching the game at all. I'm not saying anything bad about the game. It does to me seem like a side grade though. That's a perfect word. All right, we got two to evolve. Let's see what we got here. Matthew Lillard is in a Dungeons and Dragons. I did not know that. All right, so Matthew Mercer is an Overwatch and anime games and anime itself plus Critical Role. Okay. Yeah, my anime experience is fairly limited. Prettier, smoother, but nothing really new. Exactly. That's perfect. Yeah. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think I'm going to enjoy the heck out of it, but so far it doesn't look like there's going to be anything groundbreaking. Not that there needs to be anything groundbreaking. I just, knowing the video game community, especially after being so heavily involved in YouTube for the past year and a half, I know there's going to be a lot of people that, even if it's a fantastic game, there's going to be a lot of people complaining because people tend to get their expectations too high. All right, here we go. Here's number 203. That is a 2 segment. And number 204. That is a 2 segment. Yeah, cheese. I totally agree. I totally agree. Yeah, no, I hope it doesn't feel like massive DLC. You're correct about that too. And again, I'm not sliding anything against the game. I'm just afraid there's gonna be so many people that don't temper their expectations and will just do nothing but complain about the game when it comes out because it's not what they wanted it to be in their minds, which happens basically with every game. All right, I am going to take a quick break and make myself a cup of coffee. This one is out. So I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Ron is in charge while I am gone. And happy ditto if you are out there, get ready because when we come back, we're gonna get you that shiny like I said I would. At this point, you'll be lucky to find more 2 segments than 3 segments. Yeah, hey, just gonna hear what's up. Oh, stop it, Cam, stop it. Oh man. Oh no, you gotta take off Happy Ditto. Dang, I'm really Happy Ditto. I will see you next time, buddy. What did I miss? Hefty has a tiny bladder. Little belly types. Shining Blue, oh my gosh, I got raided. Shining Blue, thank you for the raid. I am so sorry, man. Uh, what is going on? Gaming Dan, what is up? Do the Lucas kill chain. And what is up, Shining Blue? Can we get, okay, you already dropped the link. Thank you guys. And Film, thank you for sneaking in. Yeah, how was your stream, Shiny Blue? I just had to run to the bathroom and get myself another cup of coffee. You got 3 shinies today. What'd you get? You gotta go. All right, Hefty Dad. Have a great rest of your night. I will talk to you in the morning. Do you see the best shiny on the screen, Shiny Lunala? Yes, you do, Film, and that is for you. I am sending all my Valentine's Day love to all my amazing mods today. Got a Palmy, Riolu, and a Deerling. Very nice. I did see your I saw your thumbnail earlier with the Riolu. That was a really nice thumbnail. I really like the art style of that one. Did you do that yourself? I thought that looked really sharp. Yeah, if Big Cheese and Hefty Dad ever get together, that would be a friendship for the ages. Berlin's arc has been used until today. Well, it looks really good, man. You did a fantastic job on it. Yeah, everyone on my side, if you haven't already, please click on that link that Phil and Ron dropped. Go check out our buddy Shining Blue, amazing streamer, good friend of the channel. One of these days, the timing's going to work out so that we're going to be able to raid you, buddy. You got to spend some time with the missus. All right, Cheese, fair enough. Enjoy the night. Tell Mrs. Cheese I said hello. But all right, let's get back to this. We are still going for the 3-segment shiny Dudunsparce. We have caught and evolved 204 shiny Dunsparce, and every single one of those 204 has been 2 segments. We are now over double odds, on our way to triple odds. Cynical Cyan, what's going on, buddy? It's been a long time since I've seen you, man. How you doing? Time's been odd, though, did work. Hey, I know how it is. I know how it is. You know, some of us, we got to stream when we can, right? We got to stream when the schedule allows. You got Friend Zone. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. But hey, friends are better than not friends. And it may stink right now, it may hurt right now, but eventually it won't. I've been there. I've been there plenty of times. I know there's nothing really anyone can say or do to make you feel better about it right now. But just know that, you know, when it's meant to be, it'll be. You will find someone, Cyan. You absolutely will. I truly do believe that there is somebody out there for everybody. I don't get why they made so that when you drop an ingredient on the sandwich that falls where your hand is instead of a bit higher. I know exactly what you mean, and it's a weird thing with the perspective that, like, I understand what they were going for. Like, as the sandwich grows, the camera gets a little higher, but I feel like it's off by a little bit. Who does a Cyndaquil, Shaman, and Mimikyu represent? Cyndaquil is Sax, Mimikyu is Brook, and Shaman is Dilo, our good friend Dilo153, who has been taking a sabbatical from streaming, but we still love him. He's a wonderful person, an amazing friend. We both started streaming about the same time. We met in I Am Ancient stream and became fast friends. And him and I have never been anything but extremely supportive of each other. Crimsonium, what is going on, Crim? How you doing? Congratulations. I heard the big news. Congratulations on hitting 100 subs. Hey, there's a shiny. Crimsonium brought into luck. And yeah, the 100 subs. You got the upcoming collab with Zed Games. That's amazing, buddy. Your bag just got an arm workout D in that pasta dough. I bet you did, Brooke. I bet you did. There we go. Caught right away. That's number 7. Good old Dilo. Dorian knows. Dorian is doing a Dilo hunt right now. Going for that shiny shaman. Bracelin, hello. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Hope you're doing well. Just popping in to remind you how absolutely amazing you are. Also, awesome idea with the mod shiny sprites. Who could you have gotten that idea from, I wonder? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Twilight. I love you, buddy. Hope you are doing well today. I hope your arms aren't too sore from fighting off all those ladies with a stick today. Luna by Daylight. What's going on, Lunala? Happy Valentine's Day to you, my friend. The dough rest for 30 minutes before passing through the pasta maker. Sounds like you need to rest Brooke for 30 minutes too. Brooke, did you notice how I put the Ghastly and the Mimikyu sprites right next to each other? Did you notice? Did you notice? I thought they were too cute together. They could not be separated. JJ, what's going on? Good to see you. Joyce was in here earlier, Gracelyn. I'm not sure if she's still lurking or not. I know she's taking care of some stuff at home right now. Why the heck are scammers getting a hold of jeans and charging an arm and a leg? Hey, there's another shiny. That's a good question, JJ. I don't have the answer for that. That's what people who are too broke do. Fair point. Boom, there we go. Just got your favorite jeans for $25. $25 is a fantastic deal for jeans. You just notice that the shinies have teeth and others don't? Yeah, some of the shinies do have teeth and others do not. That's correct. No reason jeans should be $80. Yeah, I mean, unless they're like, and I'm not agreeing with it, but I mean, if they're like designer jeans, yeah, you're gonna have jeans for like $80. But yeah, yeah, things are expensive. Oh, the Dunsparce. Some of the Dunsparce shinies have teeth and some don't. Do you mean the little? You mean the little chin things? Okay, yeah, the chin things. So yeah, so Dunsparce has two chin things. The Dunsparce has three chin things. Zen, what's going on? Wonder who got the idea from for the mod shiny sprites. Okay, so I didn't mean to copy anybody, but you're the second person to say that. Is someone else doing it too? I mean, I'm not claiming that it's like the most original idea in the world, but you guys are making me think like I should know this. Like Twilight literally said like word for word the exact same thing. And then I saw your DMs today. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you yet. I was just busy with a couple projects at work. And to be honest, once I got off of work and got home and started setting up for the stream, I forgot to respond to you. I apologize. But what I was going to say to you is I don't invest too much time into looking at Rotten Tomato scores, particularly when it's just the um, critic scores. Because especially when it comes to comic book movies, critics don't appreciate the same thing that us nerds do. You're chilling, have to know where's all. Okay, but seriously, guys, what's going on with the mod sprite thing? You guys gotta let me know about that. What is up, Graceland? You're gonna add some. Oh, you're gonna eat a couple of hamburger patties with cheese. You're gonna add some onions to it, but you don't have any. We're gonna make a shiny sandwich. That sounds like a shiny sandwich recipe. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, film. I'm sorry it's not laid out perfectly, but we have an uneven number. You were listening to your music? That's cool. I'm listening to my music too. Get another mod. I'll take that under advisement. Zed, what is going on, Zed? Happy Valentine's Day to you, my friend. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. What kind of music are you listening to, Graceland? Or Fire One? I will take that under advisement as well. I mean, I think you know, in order to make the overlay symmetrical for the one stream that it's going to be there, I should probably fire a mod. I'm not sure if you're volunteering film, but that would make things pretty simple. Okay, so Zen, you're not referencing anything specific right now, and you're not even sure who it was. That's just really strange, though. That's really bizarre because Twilight literally came in and said the exact same thing as you, like 5 minutes before you did. Having a couple of hamburger patties for dinner, nice. Yeah, hey, you know, patties with cheese, even without the onion, still good stuff. Still good stuff. I feel like you made your original characters a villainess like powerful and working on giving her new abilities to make her stronger. It's either awesome, scary, or both. Probably both. Barbecued some on the grill, nice. Love a good barbecued burger. Oh shoot, you're here. Sorry. It's okay. I forgive you, Graceline. No, film. Of course I'm teasing. I could never fire you. I've looked into it. I'm not allowed. Wii Sports Resort, slowed and reverb. Sounds like a banger of a track. Should go to sleep. Is it bedtime? No? Do we have any parents in the chat? Is there anyone currently here that has children? Go to bed 9:30, but you changed the time to 9 o'clock? Chem Nation says yes. Chem does have two wonderful girls. Chem, what time is bedtime in the Nation household? Oh, come on. Oh, what was that? That was embarrassing. Dorian, what time is bedtime in the Dysart household? A lot of emoji is so many I can't read them. I agree. Bedtime is anywhere from 7 to 11, depending on when they decide to go to sleep. Okay, so it sounds like you leave it pretty open. You're back and can't actually talk for a sec. All right, I will wait for when you can talk. Someone spamming so much on YouTube on your iPad. That would do it. Zed has children in Guatemala. You guys heard it here first. 8:30, must be in bed by 8:45 at the latest. Okay. They can't sleep, they're usually wandering out of their rooms. I was just curious. Over the weekend, I was watching. You can talk. Oh, okay, Zed, you can talk. Good. What do you want to talk about, Zed? Over the weekend, I was watching uh, a couple on YouTube that do TV and movie reactions, and they're adorable. I love them. Um, but every once in a while during the reactions, they have two young daughters. I would say one's probably 4, and the other one is 6. And every once in a while, they'll come into their little YouTube studio and like interrupt them, and like the movie ended, or I need water, or whatever little kids need to talk to their parents about. And they're like, "It is bedtime. You need to go to bed. It's 8 o'clock. It's bedtime." There's a shiny. And I was like, 8 o'clock. And then I was thinking about it, I was like, I can't tell if that's an early bedtime or a normal bedtime. I wanted to get other people's opinions on that. Like I said, I think they're like 4 and 6. Zed, tell me one amazing thing that happened to you today. Here you go. We are doing pretty good on getting the shinies today. I don't even know what number this is. 9. This is number 9. Number 9 today already. Let me think. Oh, come on, Zed. Like, I imagine that Zach goes through his normal day, and every minute is better than the previous minute. If you guys have ever watched his streams, he's the happiest person I've ever seen. You remember it now, Hefty? I can DM. Can I DM you best rather not say streamer's name on stream? Yeah, of course. Zen, you never have to ask if you can DM me. You went to the bathroom earlier. That was pretty amazing. GG's on the BM. Okay. All right, Zen. That makes sense. Thank you. Thank you, Zen. That makes sense. Hassan, last message from me for about a week and a half. You're leaving like 15 minutes. Everyone wish Hassan a wonderful trip. Everyone give Hassan all the love and the bon voyages. Do people still say bon voyage? Well, we're going to say it tonight. Everyone wish Hassan a bon voyage. Gonna have to work again because you're driving your sister's house? Alright, drive safe, Zed. I can't imagine Zed driving. I would love to see that. Yeah, we'll keep your seat warm, Hassan. No one's gonna take it. You are a staple of this channel, and you shall not be forgotten. Hopefully by the time you get back, I will have a 3-segment shiny Dudunsparce to show you. We've been doing this for 22 days. We've been doing this for over a month. And I still keep accidentally calling it a Dunsparce instead of a Dudunsparce. You'll be shiny hunting whenever you're free over there, though, so prepare for your awesome shinies. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see what you end up finding. Does anyone know what Trash Can Man is currently at on this hunt? I know, I think last week he had to end stream early because of inclement weather. I'm not sure if he's done this hunt since last Wednesday. Last I heard, he was at, I think, 199. You're a fan, you are fan dub on Nick Jr. curriculum boards. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. That's the shows you got today in the Discord. Nice. The sauce is boss. Why am I not surprised, Brooke? I'm going to take a moment to just shout out all the lurkers we got right now. I know we typically have few lurkers in most of the streams, and I just want to say I see you, I appreciate you, thank you for being here. Can we get some lurker love in the chat? Still waiting for iPad to charge at 100%. Just glad you fully charged Apple iPad Pen. Nice. Ooh, Ron, I like that. I like that lurker love. That looks good. Chem Nation, I'm not sure if you're still out there, but if you are and you're not too busy, could you let me know what the cumulative odds are for 207? It has a little kick from the red pepper flakes. Ooh, spicing it up a little bit. I like that. Come on, music. Wish there was a way you could disable YouTube from auto pausing after a while. There probably is, I'm just not aware of how to do it. I find that's the case with most things. Only 7.5%, you were a bit behind. Not a problem, Kim. Thank you so much. So we're at 87.5% cumulative odds after we evolve these three. What that means is that out of 100 hunts looking for this 3-segment shiny Dudunsparce, 87, almost 88 people would have gotten it by the time we're done with the sandwich. And if we don't get it, that means that we're one of the remaining 12 to 13 people who would not have it yet. Hey, there's another shiny. Time to make the noodles. Very nice, Brooke. This is me when Zelda in the new trailer said, lend him your power. Are you insane, Zelda? There it is. There is number 208. 208. What I learned in movies, never give the bad guy your power. You saw what happened in Infinity War. Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. It's funny you mentioned that, Amy. Before stream, I was actually watching a reaction video of a girl watching Infinity War and Endgame for the first time. I don't think I can ever... There's a couple of particular scenes in Infinity War and Endgame, it doesn't matter how many times I watch it, I still cry. And even just like watching someone watching it for the first time tonight, like I scored it a couple tears at a couple places. And honestly, I kind of hope that never changes. I hope I always get those emotions whenever I watch it. 87.6% for 208. Thank you, Kim. Yes, Amy, that is one of them. Yep, that's absolutely one of them. There we go. All right, how much longer do we have on the sandwich? I can't believe that's... Okay, the sandwich is done. That was a last second shining. I didn't even realize it. Yeah, we've already gotten 10 shinies today. I think our I think I think our I think our record is 13. So we have a pretty good chance of beating that. Slightly unpopular opinion, I don't know. I feel like some villains are misunderstood. Like Loki is technically one in a sense. Loki, I think is an interesting character. There's definitely a lot of growth in Loki over the course of the movies. But I've always thought that the best villains are ones that are relatable. Like the ones that you don't agree with what they're doing, but you can understand their motivations. I think Loki is a great example of that. I think Thanos is a great example of that. The ones that are just like straight up evil for evil's sake and are pretty one dimensional, I don't find those very interesting at all. But give me a character whose backstory and motivations I can understand and see how, like, understand their mindset of what led them down their path. That I find interesting. Here we go. Number 205. You love on Nick Jr. Very nice. That is a 2-segment Dudunsparce right there. Rip. Here's number 206. Scarlet Witch you felt bad for like a lot? Oh, absolutely. Rip. Here's 207. Say it with me now. Say it with Chem. Rip. And here's 208. Rude. That's right, Billy. That is a 2-segment. You've never liked Wanda movies and comics. Wow, Zen. Wow. Cam, can you believe I'm on 208? Like, genuinely, can you believe this hunt is still going, Cam? She ended lies, but come on, she's been through the worst. Like Hydra losing her family, sort of. She's trying to find her children again. I don't. I like Wanda. I don't agree with what they did with her in the movies. Um, I feel like they did her a little dirty. You don't believe it? I might have missed the 3 segments. Don't say that, Cam. No, it's not that I don't agree with you, Amy. I do agree with you. But I mean, I don't just feel bad for Wanda from the story side. I feel bad for Wanda from the writing side. I don't agree with how they wrote her recently. Um, no, but Cam, I would think the same thing had there not been lots of people in every one of these 22 streams watching, and one of them, I'm sure, would have said, "Hey, dummy, that one was 3 segments." How are the comics better in your opinion? Well, that's kind of a loaded question, Billy. It's not as simple as that. Because like it's not like there's like a writer for comics, right? The writers change all the time, and if you're talking about a particular character like Scarlet Witch, she's been in Avengers comics, she's been in Avengers West Coast comics, she's been in her own comics, she's been in the Scarlet Witch and Vision comics, she's been in the X-Men comics, so she's been all over the place. I think, but as a whole, I like Scarlet Witch better in the comics because, honestly, partially just because she's had a lot longer history. And I feel like the things that they've done with Wanda in the movies would not have felt so abrupt had there been more time to let these traumatic events for her breathe. And I mean, I'm not saying they didn't do a good job, particularly with WandaVision. I thought WandaVision was a fantastic show. But I would say specifically the time between WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness, I felt like there should have been some more breathing space in there. And yeah, the other thing is Scarlet Witch's powers in the movies have always been kind of ill-defined, kind of nebulous. Whereas in the comics, it's a little like it. I mean, it's still comic book logic, but there's some logic behind it. You know, she's got this mutant hex power that she can make basically like unnatural things happen. And in the movies, they kind of gave her what started off with like a souped up telekinesis, and then it evolved into just complete reality changing powers. You sneeze? Oh my goodness gracious, are you alright? What you tend to do with villains a lot is wait for some good backstory, wait for backstory inside if their motives are good, and just unjustified in the sense you don't judge like first rate. I totally get that, Amy. I totally get that. You're fine. I'm glad to hear that. Like, I feel if they would have had, and it wouldn't even have had to been like a whole movie. Um, but if they would have had another movie in between WandaVision and Multiverse of Madness that even like co-starred Wanda, maybe even just like an extended cameo, and just showed us what she was dealing with between those two things, then I wouldn't have gotten so much whiplash from Multiverse of Madness. Because where Wanda is at the end of WandaVision and where she is at the start of Multiverse of Madness, it was like two completely different characters. I would have liked to see a little bit more about that grieving period in between. Bless you, Graceland. You mentioned a Paradox Mr. Mime once, but you never really say anything about it. Why don't you tell us about now, E, while we catch this shiny number 209? Like just the process of her reading the book. I mean, not literally watching her read the book, but like at the end of WandaVision, Amy, she seemed to have come to a acceptance of everything that had happened. And then at the very, very end of WandaVision, she hears the children calling out. And then by the time Multiverse of Madness starts, she's got this whole plan set up. I would have liked to see a little more of, even in passing, just going from that acceptance phase to that action phase, and how her motivations and her own personal justifications would have changed in that time. And why she felt that the course of action she took was the only course that was available to her. Why she felt like there was no other options. It's a wizard from the Dark Ages and medieval times. Oh, that's a cool idea for Mr. Mime. Able to be in multiple places at once and change anything that happened in a fight. Wow, that's pretty powerful. Oh my gosh, there is another one. What is going on with the sandwiches today? This is number 210. This is number 12 on the stream so far. As soon as you walk on stream, welcome in, Wild Ogre. Bring in the shiny luck. How you doing, buddy? And it's caught. Calling it. This is a 3-segment. I hope you're right, Wild Ogre. We are over double odds at this point. On our way to triple. Honestly, I watch and listen to music from nothing, Multiverse of Madness, but you're looking for inspiration for powers after the witchcraft and black magic for your OC, and the chaos magic will be a step up from it. For the comic side of her, she's well written. I prefer basically every other sorcerer to her and people with similar powers. That's fair, Zen. That's fair. I do like, particularly in the Doctor Strange comics of the past 2 years, there's like this almost, I mean, they're not like a secret society, but there's basically this like kind of secret society of all the like magical characters that like they get together and hang out, like Doctor Strange, Clea, Magic, Doctor Voodoo, Scarlet Witch, Agatha Harkness. It's pretty cool to just like see them all hanging out together a lot. Last message. I need someone to say bless you to me. I said bless you, Gracelyn. I said it. You just didn't hear it. Mass regeneration due to a certain spell. That's cool. Like when you power for OCs, I just go with skill trees like in games because it allows for more abilities to build onto rather than like replacing with one another. I get that. I get that. You know, like that's a really interesting thing about Pokemon compared to other RPGs. That way back in the day when I first got into Pokemon, I did not like. There's like you play a game like Final Fantasy or like Chrono Trigger, and when you learned moves, you learn them. Like you don't lose them. They're like you learn them, and as you build up a more powerful character, you have more and more moves to use. Whereas with Pokemon, you're always limited to 4 moves. I did not like that at first. Magic is a really cool character. I love Magic. You're welcome, Gracelyn. Its weakest spell is powerful enough to defy reality. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. What a wonderful Valentine's Day this has been hanging out with all of y'all. I appreciate you. I read Invincible and The Boys. Okay, yeah, so I saw that message too. I've never read The Boys. Um, and I was planning on it, but after reading your DM, now I'm wondering because I mean I love Garth Ennis. I love the writer. I absolutely loved Preacher. Oh my gosh, Brooke, those noodles look fantastic. Preacher is one of my favorite comic series ever, and Garth Ennis wrote that. But after reading your DM, now I'm questioning it. I watched the first season of The Boys. I started the second season. I did not keep up with it. Maybe one day. Invincible, I have read the first maybe 10 issues. I didn't read them when they were coming out. I started picking up the trade paperbacks like a year ago. I got the first two. I'm enjoying that one so far. I mean, it's Robert Kirkman, the same guy that wrote Walking Dead. Obviously, a completely different genre. And I hear a lot of people enjoy the Amazon cartoon. But yeah, I mean, I would say, at least, try out the first trade and see what you think. You should be able to get the first trade for the equivalent of $10 US. It has some incredible IQ and knows the weakness of an enemy just by looking at them. That's pretty impressive. Zen, what kind of, because it seems like you're trying out some like more independent comics here, not like the typical superhero fare. What type of genre are you most interested in? I mean, I guess although I don't know what I'm thinking. The Boys and Invincible are both superheroes, just a different aspect of it. I don't know why I just said that. That was a really stupid thing for me to say. Yeah, definitely superheroes. Yeah. All right. So a little bit unique superhero stories I would recommend. I'm trying to think of good ones for you. All right, let's start with the obvious ones. Zen, have you ever read Watchmen? By stunning spells or traps, just any stunning spells or traps won't work on it. Wow, that's pretty impressive. You have okay. Yeah, I mean, like any Alan Moore superhero stuff is really good. How about? Oh, what about Black Hammer? Dark Horse puts it out. Have you ever read Black Hammer? I think you might actually like that one. Heard it, haven't read though. Check that one out. I think you'd like it. That's I believe it's Jeff Lemire that writes that. Great writer. He's the writer of Sweet Tooth, which is also I mean not superhero stuff, but Sweet Tooth's a great story too. Doesn't matter what opponents do, it's always in front of them by we're not sure for now. Okay. 3DS capture card came today, hooked up. It seems to be working good. That's awesome, Cam. I know you're excited to do some double hunts. And yeah, Cam, I was messing around with the Game Boy operator over the weekend, and I would definitely suggest it if you ever want to play the Game Boy Advance games or the Game Boy games on stream. Although with the possibility of the Pokemon games coming out to Nintendo Switch Online, that might be a moot point now. But I'd say it's worth it. Not really, Zen. There's a couple of specific storylines I'm aware of. One in particular is pretty infamous that I'm not going to talk about on stream, but I just know some vague generalities. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about, son. I'm pretty sure it's like the most famous boys storyline. Like that to restart one of the Ultra Moon games because I'm fairly certain you caught Poiple and Techno for the decks, like the shiny hunt those or dual hunt those. Yeah, that would be great. And Ken, like I said the other day when we were talking about that, I mean I know you can blow through that game in like 2 days. I mean I've replayed those games so many times. And particularly if you still have Pokemon in Pokemon Box that you can trade in. I mean, the part that takes the longest is the storyline break between um, the third island and the fourth island. When you get into all the what's the name of the science lab place? But yeah, when you get into that whole story, like with was it Lysandra and the Nihilego and all that? That part takes the longest. Everything else you can breeze through pretty quickly. You got the living decks and bank, nice. I can choose any outcome for a fight in his end. That's pretty impressive. Oh, and the Po Town part kind of slows it down a little bit for some reason. There's a decent amount of story stuff there. Think of the boys comic run, it makes most of the characters irrelevant compared to the TV show, and it felt like it was trying to be edgy, especially the infamous one. Oh, absolutely. You're going to do a system transfer so that your capture cards in your main device need to buy a few Pokemon games before the shop closes. You still need to. Well, you wouldn't get those on the shop, but you still need to get all the Gen 3 games, right? I know that has nothing to do with the eShop, but I think you mentioned that recently. Also, you didn't like the ending too much. I hate it when that happens. You know, when a story just doesn't have a satisfying ending, it makes you feel like, why did I bother reading this whole thing? No, Zen, it's not superhero stuff, but I can't, and I know you've heard me talk about it before, I can't recommend enough Saga by Image Comics, written by Brian K. Vaughan. It is one of the most consistently well-written comics of the last decade. And I only bring it up because they always run for 6 month straight. They were in 6 issues, and they take a little hiatus before the next storyline comes out, and they just started back up last month. You don't run the Gen 3 games. Probably wait till Pokemon Day. Hate to buy Pokemon Day. Hate to buy a bunch of VC Pokemon games only for them to announce a bundle for the Switch. Exactly. Yeah. I'm not. I don't regret it because I am really looking forward to this hunt. But it would just be my luck that after months of getting everything set up to do this Emerald hunt on stream, like literally the day the Game Boy operator comes in the mail is the day that they announce that Game Boy Advance is being added to the expansion pack. Paradox Mr. Mime literally destroys timelines and space and also the fabric of realities and a dimension full of universes with its strongest spell. That is an incredibly powerful spell, E. That seems like the type of spell that you can only do once. One of your goals in 3 comic runs of famous TV shows and games, Sonic, TMNT, MK. Nice, that's a good goal then. That's a very good goal. What about Umbrella Academy? Have you checked out Umbrella Academy? I read the first storyline, which the first season was based off of. I haven't read the others yet. You can do it multiple times. Only used it once though. Wow. Really don't see any Pokemon games coming to GB, GBA for Switch. I think they'll release a bundle that will eventually be compatible with home. Interesting. Okay. Dang it. Even if it doesn't get Pokemon for a while, I don't mind. I get to replay Zelda games you haven't even played at all. Yeah, Minish Cap, baby. Minish Cap is on there now. We don't know for, yeah, we can only hope exactly. We'll find out when we find out. In the meantime, I will be hanging out in Minish Cap, dropping all my coins into the capsule game. You like Umbrella Academy, you hate how people match up number 5 versus Nightcrawler. They have no similarity except they teleport. Very true. You use a spell once to save the Milky Way from an incredibly powerful threat. Well, I'm glad you did that, because Milky Way is where I keep all my stuff. Repaired everything, destroyed in the end to do that. Well, that's good. Always a clean up after you're done playing. Seems like a long sandwich. I guess we just got those 2 shinies really early in the sandwich. Trust me, the characters you made when you were a kid don't hold a Litwick to this one. Love the pun. I need to finish Pokemon Adventures. Zen, I think you should read the Stranger Things comics. I bet you'd like those. Making sure to turn brightness down just in case it causes battery to drain so far. Not too bad, it's at 79%. Yeah, always want to make sure you're not draining the battery. I didn't scale as characters, you just made them. Okay. Zen, are you excited for Saturday? Yes, you love hosting the races. It's gonna be a good time. On Saturday, us mods for one of our friends' channel. That's a weird sentence. The mods for I Am Ancient, who is a fantastic content creator. The mods are having a shiny race this Saturday. We will be doing a Masuda hunt in Sword and Shield for Trico. And if I do get a shiny Trico, I will evolve it into Grovyle. And that is the last non-legendary, non-mythical Pokemon I need for the shiny living dex. Which is very strange to say. If anyone's curious what Pokemon I still need for the shiny living dex, you can put in the chat !remaining. If you're curious what forms I still need, you can put in the chat !forms and !unknown to see which unknowns I still need. I wonder if your voice chat counted. Most people said they're available. That would be really cool. It'd be like a little party. I think probably Thursday night I'll start collecting eggs. I can make much stronger characters than this. I don't know how you can get much stronger than that. You're talking about destroying and rebuilding the universe. That's pretty powerful. It's definitely going to have a catch rate of 3. For characters, that's right. Look at all of them Dudunsparce all popping up right next to each other. You'll love to see it. Too bad they're not pink. Does anybody remember the stream when I inverted the colors and we shiny hunted that way? Those are simpler times. A couple of boundless characters, oh my. Beyonder's always been an interesting character. I thought it was interesting. Okay, I love Jonathan Hickman, as you know, Zen, and I loved his Avengers run with the incursions. But I always preferred it when the Beyonder was just an extremely powerful cosmic character instead of him being one of a race of Beyonders. I don't like the Beyonders as a race. I liked it back when it was just the one dude with the leisure suit and the jerry curls. When people say fairy energy doesn't exist, and you actually have fairy energy cards. Oh, I didn't know. I mean, I don't really know. I don't play the game or anything. I didn't know the fairy energy was in there. card game. As of 2019, Levi. Oh, come on, music. Levi's jeans are being made overseas. Are being made overseas at factories in countries like Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, and Indonesia. So Google might want to cover up that piece of evidence before saying not made in developing countries and charging $80. What are you gonna do? I mean, it's been a thing for as long as I can remember that most clothing is manufactured in developing countries. But, you know, what am I going to do about it? Choose not to buy $80 jeans, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it, Zen. I preferred it more when it was just one person. They're just taking advantage suppliers. Yeah, well, okay, that sandwich is done. Costco jeans for the win, under $20. There you go. I have always been of the mindset, if there is something that you do not like, if there is something that you do not support, then don't spend your money on it. And then I just leave it at that. If me and my cousin ever make a fight with our characters, I know who's winning. I think it's gonna be you, E. I think it's gonna be you. Yeah, so JJ, sounds like you're winning at the game of life. So I wouldn't spend too much headspace on it. All right, here we go. Number 209. Yeah, JJ, exactly. So just don't support them, don't give them your money. I mean, what else are you gonna do? And number 210. Not shiny. All right, we got time for one more sandwich. Thank you, Amy. Well, E, I think you told me about a lot of characters you've made that have very incredible powers. I mean, the last several you've told me about are able to either destroy or survive the destruction of the multiverse. I'm not sure how much more powerful you can get than that. Oh, crap. Back. There we go. Saying all the shiny luck and segment luck your way. Thank you very much, Amy. I appreciate that. I don't even know what boundless territory means, E. But I mean, it sounds like all these characters that you're creating are absolutely more powerful than anything can be. Trying to make your unoriginal character scary and powerful as a villain, hence the more characters, so it's like, what can I do to make it better in a sense? Okay. Twilight, you're very welcome. Alright, here we go. Last sandwich of the night. Here's an ideal. Do you agree with more Daredevil or the Punisher? Daredevil. Absolutely Daredevil. Like, look, I love reading about the character of the Punisher. I find him a fascinating character, but he is in no way, shape, or form a role model to anybody. The Punisher is a character that exists only to be a therapeutic fantasy. Uh, he's not a hero. He is a perfect example of the corruption of ends justifying the means. He protects his family. Well, his family was killed. That's what sent him over the edge and turned him into the Punisher. But no, the Punisher is not a hero. I can't condone mass murder being heroic. Like I said, I enjoy reading him as a character. I think he's a fascinating character. I love reading the comics. Uh, but I'm reading about a broken man that's lost his way. You can make a hero a hero. There's no telling really like sure what they think can mean heroic, but it doesn't mean others see it that way. That's very true too. It's not the action, it's the principle. And that's where I will have to respectfully disagree with you. I think you can have fantastic principles, but if your actions don't live up to those principles, then that's a problem. Find it fascinating. One of my favorite moments was when Ghost Rider tried to do soul thing and it did nothing. Yeah, because he has no soul. Um, Ron, I'm gonna leave it up to you. I'm good with either. Principles are what make a good person. Again, I respectfully disagree. It's actions. I can say all the right things and spell off all the right words, um, but if my actions are not living up to that, then what am I doing? Twilight farting up the chat. My goodness gracious, I'm gonna have to go out and get some more Febreze. Do you know how to clean battery acid? Tim, are you still here? I feel like you'd be the right person to answer that. I'm afraid I'm going to give the wrong advice, and there's going to be an explosion, and this will end up being the origin story for film's villain arc. Yeah, Harvey Dent does make a point with that. You're right about that, Amy. The thing is, I started to get where he's coming from, where criminals get to walk scot-free, though he takes it to extreme, makes him more a villain than a hero. See, I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to call him a villain either. But yeah, that's the thing, is I'm one of those people that, and this is just my personal belief, I don't believe that killing a criminal is the best course of action. I believe there are better methods to deal with crime. Villains sometimes make justifiable points. I think the most interesting ones do, Amy. I absolutely agree with that. I think the most fascinating villains are the ones whose point of view you can see, if not necessarily agree with. Here you go, Q-tip with some rubbing alcohol. Thank you, Kim. Exactly, Twilight. Exactly. He was a criminal. I don't condone his actions, but he was raised in that lifestyle. I respect him for trying to turn a new leaf. Are we still talking about the Punisher? Well, I mean, he was a Marine. He was a soldier in Vietnam. Um, and I'm not trying to say like the Punisher is a terrible villain. I'm not saying he's a villain. I'm just saying he's not a hero. He's not someone to emulate. Exactly, he's an anti-hero. He's set in a dystopian future where the law does nothing. Well, I mean, maybe in some comics there's a future Punisher, but typically the Punisher is like present day. He's a contemporary character. I mean, one could make the argument that even in present day the law does nothing. I could see that argument. Yeah, I said emulate Twilight. What you gonna do about it? You want to fight? I don't know about that, Twilight. I'm old and brittle. You're young and spry. Some wacky hacks, you think so? No, that's I'll tell you guys the truth. Back when I was in 7th grade, I got so mad. I can't even remember what I got mad about. Probably something stupid because I was in 7th grade. I got so mad, and this guy came up to me. This other kid came up to me. Hey, there's a shiny. And he said something. He wasn't even like being mean or something. It was just one of those things where like you ever get like angry and you take your anger out on someone that absolutely does not deserve it. So I'm all upset, and he comes up to me and he says something that probably was just completely innocuous. He was just like probably saying hi or something. And I took a swing at him and I hit him. And I hit him with my scrawny little arms. And he just instinctually gut punched me, and I fell over and got the wind knocked out of me. And I deserved it. In that moment, I realized I am never going to be a fighter, and I have never thrown a punch since. Oh, no problem for the Lurk's Choice. I'd be surprised to hear that you've been in the law fights. I would actually, Twilight. You seem like a very gentle soul. By the way, this number 211. 211 shinies. 400 Pokemon in the Scarlet Violet Pokedex. If each one of these Dunsparce was a unique Pokemon, I would have caught more than half of the Pokedex in the last 22 streams. Ron and Twilight are going to have a pillow fight. That is the type of Valentine's Day evening entertainment I was hoping for. You've been bullied all your life at this point in life. You'll put up with it for a long time. Eventually, you'll fight back not with violence, but with knowledge and just. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you get bullied, JJ. And it sounds like you know how to deal with that if it continues. Comic villain that's carried by stage presence. Now, what do you mean by stage presence, Zen? Give me an example of what you mean. You got the strongest character ever, E? Let's hear it. How much time is left on the sandwich? 16, almost 17 minutes. And this is the last sandwich of the night. He has the power of every character, strength, speed, IQ, all that. He is so strong, he is every power level you can be. That sounds like an undefeatable Pokemon. Instead of a Pokemon? Okay, well that sounds like an undefeatable character. Character like Slade and Teen Titans. Okay, alright, so a villain that's got stage presence. You give me Slade as an example of that. In my opinion, Bullseye, Taskmaster, Grim Reaper. I mean, at this point, I'm basically just thinking of villains whose designs I really like. That I think look really cool. It takes a lot. You need a lot to push your buttons. That's good. That's a very good quality. He holds the most powerful artifact ever, the Cosmic Bean Burrito. And we have brought the stream full circle now, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the Bean Burrito. Full circle. Oh yeah, Mephisto. Oh, it's Mr. Sinister. How could I forget about Sinister? Sinister is like one of my favorite villains ever. Oh, I love that design so much. They're doing something kind of crazy in the X-Men comics right now with Mr. Sinister. I can't tell if I like it or not. Um, Short story version is there's been a lot of long-term storylines in the X-Men comics for the last year or so, and they're starting to peel back the curtains on who some of these mystery villains are. And okay, you might know this already then. So like, you know how Mr. Sinister's got like the diamond on his forehead? It's like one of his main features. They've shown other Sinisters, one with a club on his forehead and one with a spade on his forehead. I have no idea where it's going, and I can't tell if I'm going to love it or hate it. Well, the Punisher kills criminals. It has nothing to do with the ones that hurt him and his family. Those got taken care of real quick. But he just kills all sorts of criminals. Oh my goodness gracious, Brooke, that is the most delicious plate of spaghetti I've ever seen. In 2001. Are you talking about the movie, JJ? If you're talking about the movie, then retrospectively, this whole conversation is going to make more sense. Okay, all right. So you're talking about the movie. Yeah. So yeah, in that movie, you're absolutely right. He does go after the bad guys that hurt him and his family. You're absolutely right. I would say in the comic books, he dealt with the people that killed his family like a long, long time ago, and ever since then, he just tracks down and kills criminals all day long. Mafia, drug dealers, um, supervillains. Just if you're breaking the law, you're gonna get killed. But yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I'm glad you mentioned that, JJ. A punch from him kills a person that many times. I didn't know you could kill a person more than once, but apparently you can. So reviving won't work. Ah, I gotcha. I thought this wasn't a Pokemon, though. I feel like you understand sort of Poison Ivy's motives because it's kind of like meta since we were technically ruining the Earth and greed. Yeah, that's a good one, Amy. Yeah, like Poison Ivy is a good example of a villain who I don't agree with her methods, but I understand her reasoning. I mean, she's basically like, you know, an environmental character. She's anti-pollution, well, not just pollution, but yeah. Basically, she's mad at the world for how the world treats plants, and is seeking vengeance on the world for not treating plants with the respect she feels they are due. However, her methods are pretty extreme. I feel like eventually we're going to get a paradox pair of old legendaries. I have a feeling you might be right, Wild Ogre. Something tells me you could be right. She might hate you. You ate flowers once. Oh yeah, absolutely. You'd be on the top of her hit list. Lugia named Deep Past and Ho-Oh named Shimmering Future for a Paradox Legendary pair. That'd be cool. This may cause a big controversy. You're starting to believe the pandemic. Yeah, I don't know, JJ. I don't know. I think the world is quite a different place today than it was 3 years ago. And it's legit meta too because we were destroying plants in real life, meaning less plant and wildlife. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You want to get like a lot of shiny Giratina? Go do it, buddy. Go get them. Brooke, do me a favor and give Kirk the biggest, sweetest hug you can tonight and say that's from Hefty. Hello, Sticker. How are you doing? Welcome on into the stream. I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. We're just looking for some shiny Dudunsparce. We're on our last sandwich of the night. Thank you, Brooke. But we've gotten 13 shinies so far on stream, tying our old record. It makes me sad that people care about greed more than animals. You blame English for making me watch a sad dolphin documentary. Yeah, people can suck sometimes. Yogurt and Airybot. Those are two amazing Giratina's right there. You didn't save so you don't have 15 eggs to hatch. Oh no, Wild Ogre. Hunting for shiny Alpha Eevee in PLA. Good luck on that sticker. Yep, there's good people in the world and there's bad people in the world. Just gotta ask yourself, which one of those two do you want to be? Time to gather some eggs. I was taught a while back there are only two things in the entire world that are within my control. My actions and my reactions. Everything outside of that is outside of my control, and therefore none of my business. Still be happy Valentine's. Leave me alone. I'm a married woman. Oh, Twilight. Gonna head out, hopefully. This is the sandwich to end all Dunsparce sandwiches. Kim, thank you so much. Thanks for hanging around tonight. I really do appreciate you being here. You know it means the world to me that someone like you would bother watching a little streamer like me. It really does mean a lot. I will definitely see you tomorrow, Kim. And I'm going to go back and watch you get those 14 freaking shinies that you got today. So sad you had to leave the room crying. Oh, that's too bad, Amy. How much longer we got? We got 3 minutes left on the sandwich. We got one shiny to evolve. Maybe we'll get a second one. If we got one more, we'll break our old record for number of shinies in the stream. If we get one more, we will have gotten 14 shinies in the stream, just like Famous Chem Nation did. There it is. There it is. There's number 14. Ron, we did it. And it's caught. Oh my gosh, what a stream this has been, huh? We may not have gotten the 3-segment luck, but we definitely got the shiny luck today. We got a minute left. Small chance we can get a 15th. I love you lots too, Twilight. Happy Valentine's Day, buddy. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody, and thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. It really, truly does mean the world to me. And Billy, I don't know if you're still out there, Billy, but thank you for being my Valentine today. This is probably the most unorthodox but most enjoyable Valentine's Day date I've ever been on. Well, the sandwich is over. We did get 14 shinies today. Let's go with all these last two. Joyce, I love you too. 100%, just a few more numbers to go. I think less than 10 if possible. All right. Yeah, please go check out our friend Joyce as well. Wonderful mod, wonderful streamer. Some mod hype in the chat for all the wonderful mods. All represented by Pokemon on the bottom of the screen today. I love my mods. I could not do this without them. Every single one of them is absolutely incredible. I am so fortunate and so blessed to have such a great team of mods on this channel. I could not ask for anyone better. All right, here we go. Number 211, Daylight, back here just in time for the last two checks of the stream, Daylight. This is number 211, and then we're going to evolve number 212. So here we go, last two checks of the stream, the 22nd day of this hunt. Over double odds. Here we go, here's 211, and happy Valentine's Day, Daylight. That is a 2-segment. Dragon Rush. You know what I learned yesterday, Twilight, that I did not know? Or maybe, no, it was yesterday. Did you know that in Gen 7, I don't know if it's in other gens as well, but I know at least in Gen 7, Beedrill can learn Outrage? Here we go, number 212, last check of the stream. That is a 2-segment. Bees, says Champion Cynthia. What's going on, Champion Cynthia? All right, guys, that is the end of stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. We are going to go on a raid, so please stick around for a minute. If you're coming on the raid, and I hope you do come on the raid, I just ask two things. One, make sure you hit the like button. That's why we do this. We do support other content creators. And hitting the like button is the quickest and easiest and simplest and freest way that you can support them. Whooper, you're too late for the hunt, but you're just in time for the raid. It is good to see you, my friend, and happy Valentine's Day. The other thing I ask of you is, if you're coming on the raid, put in the chat hashtag hefty hype. Put it in the chat once and only once. Why once? Because we are not spammers. That's not who we are. That's not what we do. But guys, please come on the raid. I will be back, not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'm not streaming tomorrow, but I will be back Friday with this hunt where we'll be, I guess, going for 220. I guess will be the next milestone. But thank you guys so much for being here. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. Ron's going to drop a link any second now, and we're going to go. There's that link. But guys, I will see you on Friday. Do something nice for someone tomorrow just because it's the right thing to do for no other reason. And take care. Until next time, see ya.